most of us, most of us heard the story already. But there's a woman who authorities say falsely accused a black teen of stealing her cell phone. This is back in December, and at a New York hotel, and now she's being charged with a felony hate crime. She's now months later, she's being charged with a felony hate crime. So the situation is they were in this hotel. Uh, she lost her phone. So she's in a different state. She's from California. She lost her phone, so she panicked. We can all understand that. So she sees this young man, and she thinks this young man, she's this young man and his father. This young man is just 14 years old. She sees this young man and his father, and she sees that he has a cell phone that's similar to hers. So she thinks it's her phone. And not only does she thinks it's her phone, she thinks he stole her phone. So she becomes upset. She wants to see the phone. Now it has a different case on it. It's not the same case that she has, but she is demanding to see this phone, demanding to get this phone from this young man. Well, the young man, he's 14, like I said, and his father, who's actually a musician. Let me see what his name is. Kenyon Harold Sr., I guess, I hope I pronounced it right. And his son is named Kenyon Harold Jr. He's 14 years old. So his father's a famous musician. He's with his son. She's demanding this 14-year-old give at least see his phone to make sure it's not hers. And the father says, no, we don't have to do that. We're not going to do that. It's not your phone. He knows it's not her phone, but she doesn't back off. And I'll show you the video in a second. She refuses to back off. She insists. It gets heated. Finally, the hotel manager comes and says, hey, the hotel manager, I just want to solve this. Let me just see the phone. Father says, no, you're not solving anything. I don't care who you are. This is my son's phone. We don't need to prove anything to her. So they attempt to leave. And now this video doesn't show that, but while they're leaving, she tackles this young boy in a lobby area, like between the doorways and so forth. And they had to get her off. Anyway, it turns out later, after all this commotion, it turns out later that the kid never had the phone, and she left her phone in an Uber car. So that's what happened. So there's this big commotion about it. She's back in California, and of course the mother is upset, father is upset. All of us who has kids, we're upset because our kids are upset. We're upset because the kid was falsely accused of something he didn't commit. She made it so dramatic, so of course everyone's upset. And the kid, he's a little confused right now. He does an interview. He's talking about how confused he is, and who wouldn't be? And he says, thank goodness my father was there to protect me, which is what fathers are there for. They protect their kids. But he says, thank goodness my father was there to protect me, because I don't know what I would do. And it is good, because the hotel people were siding with the young lady, and she's hysterical, and they're siding with her. So they just want to see the phone. They want to help out, I guess. But the father refuses. And I don't blame him. I'm not judging that either way. So, but what if the father wasn't there? That's a scary thing. What if the father wasn't there? Then what? Then what would happen? Well, the police came. Would they been calm and judged it correctly? Most likely so. But what if they didn't? This young man, he's minding his own business. He's in a hotel with his father. They're just spending time together. And then all of a sudden, this lady makes these accusations at him. He's not doing nothing. She makes these accusations at him. And it just kind of ruins their day. But anyway, so there's a warrant out for arrest, I think is what it is. She's in California. I can't say she's in hiding, but she's not cooperating. It feels like she's not cooperating. So that's not good. She does go and does an interview with Gail King. And in this interview, she's non-apologetic, not sympathetic. She doesn't even think anything's wrong. It feels like she thinks everything's okay. In that interview, was a horrible interview for her image. So that doesn't go well. So months go by, and you find out that she has other things in her past. And I'm not judging, I'm just saying other things in her past, and something to do with drunkenness, those kind of things. She's been arrested a few times for those things. People get arrested. I'm not judging that. But there's a history here. And when I watched that interview with Gail, I mean, I look at her and it almost feels like something's wrong with her. To me, it just feels like she's really young, 22 years old, but it just feels like either she's really immature or there's something wrong. I may have read something that there may be an issue there. I'm not sure. But anyway, so now here we are, and they got these new charges, and I'll read them to you real quick. And unlawful imprisonment, that doesn't sound good to me. As a hate crime, that never sounds good. And endangering the welfare of a child, again, doesn't sound good. And then an aggravated harassment. So all this, I'm not sure what all this means. It doesn't sound good. That hate crime, that sticks out. That sounds really serious. And then unlawful imprisonment, that sticks out. And now what I'm hearing is that she tried to say that she was attacked, but then when you look at the video, she wasn't attacked. And then there's a video from the hotel in the lobby where she goes after this kid. So that's not good. The problem is this young lady didn't appear to, first of all, she's done things before. That's the problem number one. With drunkenness, you see pictures of her being arrested, these kind of things over and over again. And she's so young for this. Problem number two is that she wasn't initially, I felt, cooperative with police when they wanted her to come in. There was a warrant out for arrest. She's in California. I don't think they had her name yet. And she's just kind of, I don't know if she was hiding out, but she didn't seem to be so worried about it. But the biggest problem is this lack of remorse for what she did. That's the biggest problem. She's in New York. She lives in California. If you lose your phone, hell yeah, you're scared. You might even go to a panic. But there's different ways she could do this. So she sees this young man with the phone. She's panicked. She don't have her phone. And she could say, and she could approach them. And the father says, excuse me, I'm sorry to bother you. I'm in New York. I'm panicking here. I lost my phone. I just want to know, the phone you have, did you pick that up or did you find that? I just want to know because I lost my phone. I'm desperate right now. And then that might have gone differently. Right? But that's not what she did. She sees him with the phone. She thinks the phone is hers. She just starts the accusation. She starts screaming at her. She wants to hold this guy hostage. She's not listening to the father when the father's telling her and the son, it's not your phone. She's not listening. And that's the problem. And then afterwards, no remorse. Like I said, the damage she did to this kid psychologically, he'll get over it because he has great parents, but the temporary damage she did, when you're accused of something that you didn't do, she put him in a dangerous situation. A lot of people go to prison for things they didn't do, but the father was there to protect and so forth. She put him in a dangerous situation. Not she go to prison for a cell phone, but still, the police could have been called. It could have gone really bad. But the father got him out of there. But just the weight of a 14-year-old that puts on his mind is not good. But lucky, like I said, his father's there. But she did all this damage. She made these accusations. She was completely wrong. She made a mistake. And she wouldn't come clean with an apology. She wouldn't come clean with any type of remorse or any type of understanding that, she affected this kid. She affected this family. It appears like none of that. So I feel because of her attitude, because of this lack of remorse, because people are not going to tolerate that. The public is not going to tolerate that. Police in general is not going to tolerate that damage to a kid, especially if you have no remorse for the kid, no remorse for the the legal system, all this stuff, police, all this, what you did. When it comes down to it, then they're going to get your attention. They're going to file these charges with you, such as a hate crime. Never thought of that. But they're charging with a hate crime, charging with imprisonment, unlawful imprisonment. I mean, they're just adding it on. You know, endangering the welfare of a child. Just add it on. All these things are probably true, but just added it on. And I think she probably could have avoided some of this if she had just been. This family seems like a decent family. This kid seems like a decent kid. You know, an apology, be remorseful. Charges probably would have came about somehow, I'm not sure, but, you know, apologize to that kid. You were wrong. Apologize to that family. You were wrong, but she didn't do it. She wasn't remorseful, doesn't care. So guess what? Now you got these charges. Now we move forward in this way. Let's see how remorseful you are now. Let's see what your thought process is now, if anything. I don't think, I'm going to wrap up this video because I'm going to show you the video. This is the original video. I don't think she's going to change. I don't think she's going to be remorseful. I think there's something wrong with her. You know, not labeling it like something's wrong because we all have issues. I just think that there's some disconnect with her and society rules or something that she just can't connect to it. That's what I mean. So I don't think this is going to happen. I think she's going to double down even more. Her attorney's going to double down anymore. But let's watch this video.
Please. Show me this is my phone.
Show me. No.
You don't have to explain nothing to her.
Take the case off. That's mine. Literally, get it back, please.
Are you kidding me? You feel like there's only one iPhone made in the world?
No. Okay, then show me the.
No,
show me all my...
you get a life
Over
Yeah,
there.
no,
What's
go
on your
over there.
background?
You better go use find my iPhone. Go
Yeah,
do that.
Find My iPhone is on.
Can you
On now,
come in?
right now.
No, you can't. No,
I'm
you
the
can't.
manager of the hotel.
I don't care.
He will
This is
right
my
now.
son.
Hey,
Didn't you see me just come downstairs out of the
man.
fucking elevator?
I'm trying to help, man.
No, but you're not helping.
I
What
am.
you've been is disrespectful.
No, I'm trying to settle the
No.
situation.
My
asking
son
for-
has nothing to do with her.
No.
I'm trying to figure
yeah,
out what's
but
going
he has
on
my
in the
phone.
lobby.
Then show me the proof. No, he's not leaving. Show me the proof.
Are you
Show me
kidding
the
me?
proof.
You better get on.
I need you away.
Let's go,
I
kid.
need you away.
I'm sorry.
Better get on. We have you see two black people.
No, I'm not letting him walk away with my phone.
Better get on
No,
somewhere,
please
lady.
get my phone back. I cannot not have my phone.
Listen, get your ass.
So anyway, so that's the video. She was desperate. She wanted her phone, but she approached the wrong way afterwards, not remorseful. This is where we're at now. So anyway, peace and hope, everyone. Talk to you soon.